Okay, well, I'm back on the JVC R-S33 Super A Stereo Receiver, and hopefully this will be the final update on this unit. It is missing the volume knob, but it seems to work other than that. Remember last time in this video, or in this series, we found that this transistor right there had broken free from the circuit board, and it was not supplying power up to the SEA graphic equalizer right there. The sound effect amplifier is what JVC calls it. So on this video, I wish to replace some pilot lamps, and I do want to replace the 4.7 microfarad input coupling capacitors for the power amplifier. This is the partial power amplifier right here. And there's a 4.7 right there, kind of hard to see, in series with the 2.2K resistor. And then there is another 4.7 right here in series with another 2.2K resistor. I like to replace those because if they become leaky, they can introduce a DC bias into the amplifier and cook the output transistors or emitter resistors and other components. Anyhow, the capacitors live. One of them is right there. You can just see the top of it. And the other one is that guy right down there, that one. So hopefully I can get solder to take to these bulbs. I found 5 of them on eBay at a reasonable price, so I ordered them. They are 12-volt bulbs, and the part number is 756 on those. And I do believe that if I can get this one out peacefully, they will fit inside the little blue condom with no problem. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started on that. Hopefully these will take solder peacefully. I guess we'll find out very shortly. Let's turn off the auto magical or manual exposure, and we will turn on the auto magical exposure, and I'll zoom in on it just a little tiny bit. Hopefully you can see that, and get some regular leaded solder here. And soldering iron is warmed up 800 degrees. So hopefully this will take solder peaceful. I'm going to try to add solder way down here at the end. And oh yeah, no problem. And then this center pin on this is normally almost soldered to begin with. So yep, we're good on that. Okay, let's change some lamps. All right, 3 new lamps are installed. I'm just going to go ahead and plug this thing in, power it on, and we'll see what it looks like. And I don't see any light at all. What the heck? These are 12-volt bulbs, right? Huh. You know, they do light up. Maybe just the studio lights are just a hair too bright to see. Shut all the lights off. Oh, that looks really good. It's very, very even. Very, very nice. Hard to see. It is kind of dark, but I do believe that the output of these lights are, at least the power consumption says they're a few more milliamps than the original ones were, so they should be just fine. All right, now that we've got the lights replaced, I do want to go ahead and replace those input filter coupling capacitors, I should say, not filter caps. And I do believe this has the, very tiny, access door on the bottom. Wow. Okay. Well, that's going to be fun. They're way up front. I wonder if I can remove the amplifier. Oh, not easily. Wow. There's a ground wire over here on this side that I'd have to disconnect. And, shoot. Yeah, those things are way up in there. They didn't really give you enough access to do what you really need to do. Isn't that nice? Well, I guess I will try to remove the chassis and see if I can at least maybe scoot it back a little bit without disconnecting anything. All right, well, that should work. It did move back just a little bit, and at this angle, I think I can get to possibly what I need to get to. I'm trying to move this over and get these cords out of here. Ooh, is there enough? Oh, there's almost enough room to flip it up this way. If it weren't for that one freaking ground wire, it would be golden right now. It's wire wrapped. I think I'll have to resolder it. All right, I think that will be good. We can actually gain access to the bottom of the board and change those two caps. Okay, so I did go ahead and mark the caps where they are on the circuit at least. Okay, well that one fell out. No questions asked. That ain't going nowhere. Okay, let's go ahead and power this thing up and double check the bias and get it ready to return back to the customer. Okay, here we go. Power on. Hopefully a relay click shortly. There we go. And I do have it in the tape 1 mode. There we go. Have an MP3 player connected. Make sure the volume is turned up. Looking good. Look at those LED meters. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm going to let it sit here and run for a few minutes. Let it stabilize, and we'll double check the bias down here and make sure that we are good. But this thing sounds, wow, excellent. All right, so the unit's been running for probably about 20 or 30 minutes, got music going into it. I did go ahead and set the bias. It claims they want 5 millivolts. I set it at just a hair above, lower distortion and all that jazz. And so we've got 5.0 on the right channel, I do believe. And then we've got 5.5 on the left channel, perfectly fine. This thing should do great. Nice, cool heat sink. And man, this thing does sound really, really good. Didn't even have to clean any of the pots in it. It's just working phenomenally. Let me get some audio up here where you can actually hear it that is not copyrighted. One moment. Okay, that'll work. Even the volume control. Totally silent. All the tone controls work excellent. AM FM tuning, excellent. This thing is in mint condition for its age. Anyhow, that's going to be it. I'm going to return it back to the customer and just let him get on with life with this thing. Wow, what a thrift store find. I think he said he paid $25 for this thing. I've got a couple hours into it, so it's going to be a little bit more than that, but it's a very, very nice unit from the, I think it was late 70s or early 80s. Anyhow, that is going to be it for the JVC R-S33 Super A Stereo Receiver thrift store find. Wow, when can I find one of those things? Anyhow, go and leave me a question, a comment, a concern down below, good or bad. I do try to respond to the comments when I have time. While you're down there, if you could please hit the subscribe button and like this video. It does help my channel grow. Remember, you can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X at NorCal715, although I haven't posted anything in a long, long time. You can email me, norcal715videos@gmail.com. If you want to contact me right now, it's the first part of 2026. Leave me a comment in one of the videos, please. I tend to check those way more often than emails. Just been so hectic trying to get caught up on stuff, you know, family life, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff goes on and on. Remember, with your help, we can try to keep these things out of the landfill, out of the recycle bin, and out of the e-waste facility. Everyone, thank you for making it to the end of this video on the very, very nice JVC R-S33 Stereo Receiver. Thanks for watching. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.